All right, let's hit the Lions. No surprise there. They're the ones to the NFC Championship game last year. Record-setting season on offense. Best season in franchise history, but a terrible number of injuries on the defense. So how do they close the deal and win tonight?
So on offense, they're going to have to attack. We know that, right? They're going to go for it on fourth down. On defense, absolutely no fear. They're going man coverage. They're going blitz, despite the fact that Justin Jefferson and some of the very best receivers in the National Football League on that other side expect fireworks all night long.
That other side, Minnesota, preseason prognostication, maybe a 7-win team. They've doubled it. Now they're 1 win from the 1 seed, and the one big reason is their free agent acquisition at quarterback.
That was not the
Sam Darnold's been so good, an amazing story, and I guess the only question is he ready for that next step now? And so we're going to find out. I was thinking, we haven't seen a story like this since the last year with Jared Goff, when he was in the exact same situation and had to prove himself. And now these two Pro Bowl quarterbacks, they're going at it for the number 1 seed.
For more on what's at stake tonight, down to the field, and Melissa Starr.
Hi, Mike. The answer is a lot. Basically, both of these teams, their goal is to reach the Super Bowl, but the path for one of them becomes a lot harder with a loss tonight. Lions head coach Dan Campbell told us if you love competition, it doesn't get better than this. So here's what's really on the line. Since 1990, more than 3/4 of the Super Bowls have included a number 1 seed. The Vikings are looking to clinch their first number 1 seed since 1998. The Lions trying to clinch their first ever. Only 2 number 5 seeds have made it to the Super Bowl. But, oh, by the way, they both went on to win. Cam Bynum said tonight's game is like a heavyweight fight. 2 undefeated fighters, both in our prime, going at it. But someone is going to lose. Jared Goff told us, we know the Vikings are coming in trying to knock us off, but we want to defend our division title more than anything, Mike.
Melissa, the winner will not play another road game. They have to go through their place to get to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, a city on all of our minds this week after what happened there on New Year's morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier this week, the country experienced a horrific act of violence with a heartbreaking tragedy in New Orleans. Our hearts are with the New Orleans community, including the brave first responders. At this time, please stand and join in a moment of silent reflection in memory of the victims, their families, and loved ones.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Hyundai. There's joy in every journey.
Are you serious?
Did you get it?
I didn't.
You never miss a drive. I mean, you could always drive long.
I got something better. I'm on my way.
I was up late night.
Because it's just easy. Bundling, for example. You've got car insurance here and home insurance here. Why not? Put them together. Save even more. Some things are better together, aren't they? Like, tea and crumpets. But you wouldn't bundle just anything. Like, say, a porcupine at a balloon factory. No, that'd be a mess. I mean, for starters, porcupines are famously no good in a team setting.
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
Stuck paying for that old phone? Don't be. You know, at
deals on whatever you're craving all season long. Only on Uber Eats. Order now for kickoff.
Whose house is on Hazelwood Street? Question mark. That's where I have my GPS taking me. Is my arrival time.
This is what you fight for. This is what you play for. In spite of all the injuries and what's happening, it's not supposed to be. Still rolling over pretty much the whole league. Is this what destiny feels like? Maybe. And so here we are after 271 kickoffs.
Should I navigate to the other one? Question mark.
What else could a fan ask for? Tonight, embrace the improbable. Dare to dream the impossible. Vikings, Lions, for the NFC's top seed on Sunday.
I know, but they are two different streets. And I am asking which one is more convenient for me to park at and navigate to? Question mark.
Historic night here in Detroit. The NFL's 105 years. This is game 17,098. Never been a regular season match of two teams.
I think that STS9 kid killed some of your brain cells when he hit you. Those dumb motherfuckers will do that. Stay out of the South. Be smart.
Vikings won the toss, defer the odds for the second half. The rookie kicker Will Riker will kick it
Vikings love to play. Now, in the past, we have seen the Vikings with Brian Flores, this being a heavy pressure down, a big blitz down. But this year, he's been much more on third or fourth down, playing zones behind him. So I think the question coming in is which Brian Flores are we going to see here tonight? Does he back off here and play coverage?
The Lions chest beast, they empty out the backfield. Full rush, the throw's complete. Trying to get there is Gibbs. What a move by Gibbs to get the first down. To the 41-yard line, he spun away from Blake Cashman. Man who runs the show on the Viking defense. First down, Detroit.
Get this double crossing route, and you'll see a little wiggle in here as his teammate sets the pick inside. You just want to bump that defender out and around. And Blake Cashman, one of the better coverage linebackers in the NFL. We're going to be seeing that matchup all night tonight.
They hear a cheer during a replay. Usually means Dan Skipper has reported eligible. He just did, number 70 for the Lions. From the 41-yard line, inside Gibbs. Gibbs going to try to bounce it to the outside. Andrew Van Ginkel stretched it out. It's a loss on a couple against this good Minnesota defense.
Jonathan Bernard, Hiram High School. Harrison Phillips, Stanford. Jonathan Bullard, Florida. Andrew Van Ginkel, Wisconsin. Blake Cashman, Minnesota. Isaac Pace Jr., Cincinnati. Stefan Gilmore, South Carolina. Joshua Metellus, Charles W. Planning. Hitman, Trump Woodman, Cam Bynum, Corona Centennial High School. Byron Murphy, New Zealand.
He's Pro Bowl bound coming into this week. No defense force more turnovers. Sacks. Fourth in points allowed. It's a terrific matchup. Lions O against the Vikings D. Then we get running inside Harrison Phillips. The captain has Stanford in there to make the stop. Down. And about 8 for the Lions. There's the takeaway story as they came into the game this week. Number 1 with the action that's already happened. They're backed off to tied for third. But every game, Chris, they get their hands on the ball.
They do indeed, and we get to see little dances afterwards.
They celebrate unlike any other team. They get one, I'm sure you'll see it. Again, empty backfield on third down. Third and 8, the Lions going to run it here. Gets that 10, not going to get away from Jonathan Bernard. Pro Bowl bound, edge rusher, free agent acquisition from Houston, having a great year. And after one first down, Detroit will punt.
We see some of the pass rushing moves here. Come over and try and block him. He's going to duck back inside and still have the speed to go out and around and make that play against one of the fastest players in the National Football League. That is some play. This defense really built around these two edge players, Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Bernard.
Jack Fox did not punt last week against San Francisco. It's the third game this year. Kicks to Brandon Powell. He's going to bring it in at the 9-yard line. A little bit of space. Goes down shy of the 15-yard line. That's the long snapper, Hogan Hatton, down there. Sam Darnold set to come on the field. And now, an invitation from Verizon to a Super Bowl experience right on your home field.
looking lost. Man, looking for a what? I'm looking for a lawnmower. Could you put it aisle 27?
Find what you need faster with the Lowe's app.
Get ready for an all-new season of backstabbing and money grabbing in the ultimate murder mystery game. It's the Emmy-winning competition show, The Traitors. It returns January 9th, only on Peacock. The campus marches apart, beautiful skating rink and tree up. Back into the holiday season, and the noise up inside as the Vikings offense is on the field, starting at their own 14. California, a bunch of stops along the way, and here he is now with the Vikings. 14 wins, first quarterback to win 14 in his first season with his new team, moving all those career highs and top fives. The number 3 overall pick by the Jets. Hit there as he throws, it's complete. The former Lion first-round draft pick, T.J. Hawkinson, has number 30, and it's a Viking first down.
Well, we talked about it. Here comes the blitz all the way across the board, and for the Detroit Lions, they're going to try and get some hits on Darnold. They are going to be willing to give up some throws, give up some plays, even give up some big plays. They don't feel like with the condition this defense is in right now, they can simply sit back, play zone defenses, stop the run and the pass.
Detroit didn't get Alex Anzalone back for this game. He's on the field. We throw you to the lineups as we get going. Darnold looks to throw. He's got it in the hands of Justin Jefferson, spinning around the 35. He's stopped there. Here's the Minnesota offense.
Sam Darnold, USC. Aaron Jones, El Paso, Texas. Justin Jefferson, LSU. Jordan Addison, Pitt, USC. Jalen Naylor, Michigan State. T.J. Hawkinson, Iowa. Cam Robinson, Alabama. Blake Randall, Oregon State University. Gary Bradbury, NC State. Dalton Risner, Kansas State. Brian O'Neill, Pitt.
This offensive line starting its 8th consecutive game altogether. Minnesota top 5 passing offense. Running in with Aaron Jones to the right. And there is Anzalone, the linebacker. He's been out of the lineup after breaking his left arm. We have 11. 1 of the 2 on the stop. It's third and a yard and a half.
You can only imagine what's going through his mind right now, because you don't really play real football until you get out here in the game, and then you get out here and it's this game, and it's this moment, and it's this possibility for both of these teams to be the number 1 seed and have the cleanest path to the Super Bowl.
Officially 3rd and 2. Quick count. Darnold down. Jones got it. First down. Out of the backfield. Jack Campbell comes across to stop him at the 42. A couple of first downs in the opening drive here for the Vikings.
Aaron Jones is sort of the other guy, right? We were talking about Josh Jacobs, and he comes to Green Bay, and Aaron Jones comes over here, and he has just been sensational for this football team. Not only they love him in the locker room, he's one of those guys that not just running the football as a receiver, a complete threat, really 5 wide receivers out there that can catch the ball with him in the backfield.
42, toss inside, gets away from a couple of tackles, and to the 48-yard line against this depleted Detroit defense.
Joshua Pascal, Kentucky. Levi Rodriguez, Washington. DJ Reader, Denzel High School. Zadarius Smith, Kentucky. Jack Campbell, Iowa. Alex Anzalone, father of 2. Nick Robinson, Louisiana Tech. Brian Branch, Alabama. East Arsenal Palmer, Syracuse. Kurt Joseph, West Orlando, Florida. Terry Arnold, Alabama.
They still have 12 defensive players on injury reserve. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 9. First time tonight, we hear from referee Brad Rogers.
I'll start. Everyone but the center. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's where you go. Wasn't my fault then. Maybe a half tick late on the snap there. And then you're sitting here wondering, like, why are they going to this no-huddle offense? You know, you've got the guy back in the lineup, and Alex Anzalone, who's typically the green dot, makes all the calls out there, and yet it's been Jack Campbell in that role. So you just wonder if they're going to try and push the communication. Listen,
in the first round, took over that communication you mentioned, Chris. He was the late rusher. I mean,
now you're going to see right here, he's going to drift probably in coverage here, but once he believes he's blocking, then he's going to cut loose and go make a big shot here on Darnold. And that's what they want. They want him going down on hits multiple times here tonight.
Third down. Jones back in. Lions bring it forward. Darnold protected and throws for Hawkinson incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Anzalone following in coverage. And a couple of first downs for Minnesota. They'll have to punch it away.
But that coverage was good by Anzalone. He definitely is adding another element now to this defense that they needed. If they're going to go out and play some of this two-man coverage with deep help and linebacker coverage underneath, they needed his athleticism back on the field.
Ryan Wright, the punter, has not had a good season in terms of net punting yardage. He's had one block. Khalif Raymond back deep to receive for Detroit. Raymond under a 49-yard kick, took it at the 9. So good, making the first man miss. Return to the 22-yard line. Picked up 13. Hey, everybody around the country, very interested in what I'm going to say, because when we come back, not only the next drive, we'll have the schedule for Wild Card Weekend next weekend.
Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing, that came from me? Really? My first idea was, in 1/4 of an hour, your savings will tower over you, figuratively speaking. But that's not catchy, is it? It's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes, 15%? Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Are you 50 or older? Well, this news is for you. The CDC now recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Why? If you're 50 or older, even if you're healthy, you're 6 times more likely to be hospitalized. So schedule at vaxassist.com.
We're almost there.
We gave the all-electric Prologue generous passenger space for ultimate comfort, as well as the confidence of a nationwide dealer network. And, according to Car and Driver, it has a more refined driving experience than the Tesla Model Y. With the Prologue SUV, we've made it easy to go electric. Test drive and get a great offer today at your local Honda dealer.
This is the most money anyone has won in the history of television.
Deal Island, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock. Sure, a meal like this is an option. Why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded big cluckin' chicken sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus endless fries and drinks. All for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
All right, here we go. Schedule for Wild Card Weekend powered by Verizon. I'll start at the bottom because these are the teams playing tonight. The loser tonight will go into L.A. to play the Rams. That's going to be on ESPN and ABC on Monday night. Back to the top. AFC Saturday. Chargers, Texans early on CBS. Steelers, Ravens on Prime Video at 8 Eastern. Sunday, the AFC wraps up with Denver, Buffalo on CBS. Then the NFC playoffs begin. Packers, Eagles, 4:30 on Fox. Our team will be in Tampa to watch Jaden Daniels and the Commanders take on the NFC South champion Buccaneers. And as we said, the 4-5, the loser of this game will play against Los Angeles. So that's either Kevin O'Connell against Sean McVay, where he was before he got to Minnesota, or a rematch of last year's wildcard game and Goff and Stafford that we opened the season with on Sunday Night Football.
That is a great lineup. Just another reason to never leave the couch.
And why are you smiling so much?
Short drive instead of a long flight.
Geography looks my partner. That'll be great. Look forward to it. Next Sunday night, Commanders and Bucks in the playoffs. Drive 2 for the Lions. It is Gibbs working inside, spinning around. Jameer Gibbs gets to the 20. 56-yard line. So, Chris, it has been a lot of gives here in this first couple of series for Detroit.
Well, and Minnesota's dictating that to some extent because they're leaving those two safeties deep. And the Detroit Lions, they feel like they can run the football on anybody. But this is a very good run defense that Minnesota has. And so I think as long as they're sort of handing off for 4 or 5 yards, Vikings are probably just fine with that. There they are again, back deep.
Second and 6. Goff scanning, throws inside. It's complete. First down. He's got his star tight end, Sam Laporta, with Andrew Van Ginkel on the tackle. Down to Melissa.
Mike, I spoke to David Montgomery pregame. He tore his right MCL in Week 15, did not require surgery. He went through a full workout for the first time yesterday. And Dan Campbell told us he was anxious to see how David did, especially change of direction, acceleration drills. He told me it was the best he felt since the injury. I asked if he'll be back next week. He flashed a big smile and said, "I'm excited." I'll just say that.
Well, so that's big news. He is not on injury reserve, just has been inactive in these games. So the Lions might get the other half of their terrific running combo. Sonic and Knuckles. That's the Sonic, and he got more than Knuckles. He got popped by Grenard and Ward, who we've called a couple of times this opening quarter.
That was a right right there. That was a lot more than just a little bit of Knuckles. But I think that we are seeing now what both teams are trying to do. They're trying to do a few jabs. They're trying to establish a little bit with the run. Remember, both these quarterbacks have 60 passes of over 20 yards this season. Tied for number 1 in the NFL. They're setting the deck. Something over the top's coming.
St. Brown was the motion man. Here's Goff throwing to the middle. To St. Brown. To the 44-yard line. First down and a gain of 26.
First of all, when you have speed going down the middle like that, it's easier to get in behind. And because they've been running the football so much, you see those linebackers, Blake Cashman, stepping up and creating those alleys in behind.
Goff back to the air, nothing open. And throws it incomplete in the direction of Craig Reynolds, who's been in the last 2 snaps to give Gibbs a break.
Yeah, and we talked about the pass rushers of the Minnesota Vikings, but if the Detroit Lions pass protection is like that all night, we are going to see some really big plays down the field. I think that at the end of this night, we're going to write a story of who better protected their quarterback in this game, because both of these teams, they want to hold on to the ball if they can and work it down the field.
Second and 10. Goff throwing inside. It's complete, but out to Laporta again. And the tight end out of Iowa, just like Hawkinson, the Vikings tight end out of Iowa, gets the pickup of 7. 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, nice job there. You're going to see Blake Cashman coming on a blitz right here. And so the void in the zone is going to be right there. So Jared Goff just very calmly said, "Okay, I see you coming. I'll take right where you were. Thank you very much."
Lions are in field goal range. Jake Bates, their outstanding rookie kicker, has made it from the mid-50s this season. It would be about 56 yards from here.
If they don't go for it on 4th.
That's exactly right. As is their want the last 3 years. 3rd and 2. And the timeout taken here.
Before the delay of game, timeout. Detroit. It's a 30-second timeout.
So the Lions take their first. Chris, you talked about the offensive line. Detroit, number 1 in the league, 33.3 points, 410 yards. A veteran offensive line, especially with the guy on the right side, Penei Sewell, maybe as good as at his position as anyone is in the NFL.
And they have more plays in for their right tackle than any team I've ever seen in history. I mean, a week ago they had gaps in the offensive line. He would shift in motion over the other side. They let him run a blind sweep around back the other way, fake it. It's insane. He's an offensive lineman, but he's that kind of athlete. And when you have something like that, why not put it on film? Let the other team worry about what we might do with it.
And the Pro Bowler on the other side of the line, Jonathan Grenard, told us, if they're putting trick plays for you as a right tackle, you must dominate your position.
Be pretty good.
Craig Reynolds, the back, 3rd and 2 for Detroit. Second drive for the Lions tonight. Bouncing to the right. The first down, but the flag is down. Looks like there was a hold at the point as he turned the corner.
Holding. Offense. Number 71. 10-yard penalty. Still third down.
It's on the right guard, Kevin Zeitler.
Josh Metellus was the guy coming up on the edge, and as Zeitler pulled.
That sucks. ... I am 5 minutes away. See you in a bit.
Around, wasn't quite able to get that angle, and you can see the hook right there on the shoulder pads is exactly what they saw, right on top, right there. And mark it back.
And back out of field goal range, and 3rd and 12. Jahmyr Gibbs comes back in the game for Detroit.
Dallas 3 pass rushers in the game now as well. Dallas Turner.
We studied together too much this week, didn't we? St. Brown in motion. Pressure comes to the Vikings. Goff throws and is caught. Couldn't get out of the tackle as Tim Patrick at the 39-yard line. So field goal from here is 57 yards. Bates has made them from that far this year, and the Lions will line up to go for it.
Do you think they even asked Dan?
Probably not.
I'm not sure they do.
Knows the drill.
Yeah, across midfield.
There you see, not only are the Lions obviously proficient in going for it, the Vikings have faced a lot, and they've been terrific this year, stopping 4th downs. Look at all the confusion they're showing Goff. 4th and 5. Unblocked man coming. Goff hung in there. Going to Jamison Williams. First down Detroit at the 25. Gain of 14. Goff hanging in against the pressure.
So you're going to see the cover 0 blitz back here. So the object is to get rid of the ball before they get you. That's all the game is. There's nobody to block him. That's it. Take your shot, grimace a little. Remember, you're getting a lot of money to do this. And march it down the field on 4th down.
Does that help the pain go away?
Always.
Okay. 25. Game's got an opening. The acceleration. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, that's nice.
There, but watch how Gibbs does this. He's going to pretend he's going there, but he all along knew where he was going. Watch him set this up. There, go. And now it's a foot race, and nobody's beating this guy in a foot race.
Ties a team record. Touchdown number 17 total this year. 14 on the ground, 3 receivers. Bates with the extra point. Jahmyr Gibbs tied for 2nd most total touchdowns in the league this year. Opening score of what many think will be a shootout. Here's a big hit. 25 yards for number 26. 7-0 Lions.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Alrighty. Who's ready for my famous charred duck?
Like, you know, to check the mascot first before bringing food to a tailgate.
Touch this baby.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
If you take or have taken Humira for moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis and still have symptoms, you don't have to settle. Ask your gastroenterologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you. It's one of the latest treatments from the makers of Humira. Rinvoq works differently than Humira and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can deliver rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and helps visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers, including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Rapid symptom relief and lasting steroid-free remission are possible with Rinvoq. Ask your gastroenterologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you. You could pay as little as $0 per month.
The Pro Bowl Games rosters are set, which means it's time to show up in Orlando. Get your tickets to see this year's biggest stars take the games and the flag football finale to the next level. The Pro Bowl Games presented by Verizon, February 2nd. Tickets on sale now.
Being a doctor requires that we look closer.
You do so much, but not every patient can be saved.
My intern was inside when it collapsed.
Brilliant Minds, the 2-hour season finale, tomorrow.
Tonight's 4K Skycam coverage is brought to you by Walmart Plus. Folks aren't going to sit much tonight. They're actually on their feeders. Chauncey Billups, star with the Pistons during their NBA championship, was introduced to the crowd. 7-0, Lions on top. And Minnesota will get it for the second time. Jared Goff sitting next to Teddy Bridgewater on the side. There is Chauncey Billups, as he was announced by the PA announcer for the Pistons. Mason, NBA coach as well, terrific player over his years.
Here. I'm here.
Talking about a guy who wanted the ball in big moments. Chauncey Billups played in games like this, right on the line. Number 1 seed in the NFC on the line here tonight. Bates with a twirling kick into the end zone, getting inside the target zone, and then going to the back. This look at the Lions' banged-up defense is brought to you by Bud Light. The resolutions for this year, he says, I'm going to get healthy. And the Lions team is 16 on injured reserve. That was getting a few people back. Most in the NFL, tied for it on the defensive side. When they were healthy, they were much improved on defense. But since when the injuries have set in, not so much. The big injury was Aiden Hutchinson, their outstanding edge rusher, who had that nasty leg injury in Dallas in Week 7. There he is. 7.5 sacks. He's still their leading sack guy by 4. Idea of how they have that pass rush. He's going to start to the 20. On cue is a pass rush. And Burrow will go down at the 2.
Hey, Ross.
Hey, Christian. What's the address? Is it 356?
I'm just telling you, you can park in the driveway. You see me?
No. What?
To your left?
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. Cool.